Welcome back to the Wilfie podcast. I think this is episode 3 or 4.
Maybe.
Anyway, in today's video, we talk about how my YouTube channel's been going, how Sophie's been doing, what she's been up to, and also our gym goals and everything we've been getting up to there as well. It's a great podcast. You'll love it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Hello. Welcome back to the Wilfie podcast. We are trying to get back into it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I guess. You'd say so, would you?
Yeah.
You go very professional when you're on the...
We have plans too.
So we're going to try and do one a week. Yeah, we're going to do batch recordings. Fitting it in around our lives is quite difficult.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's what we're doing. And it's quite interesting me wearing glasses in the video. I'm going to take them off just in case we get any weird reflections.
And we're going to update you on how our life has been. So
We are.
We shall start off with Will.
We're starting off with me.
Yeah.
The most interesting first. We're going to get less and less interesting, are we?
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about you. That's boring.
Yeah. You're boring too.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
So Wilfie podcast is just going to be a bunch of domestic abuse. No, we keep that for off the camera. You're asking me about my life.
I was.
YouTube, my channel's been going insane recently. We've gained 11,500 subs in the last 28 days, which is crazy. Had 1.25 million views.
Wait, what?
1.25 million views in the last 28 days.
Oh yeah, sorry.
1,250,000.
Yeah, I was a bit confused
then. And yeah, it's all going well, which is good. We're pulling in more. Yesterday was my most viewed day ever. I had 150,000 views yesterday, which is bonkers.
Crazy.
So yeah, can't really complain with any of that. Let us know what you think about this chilled layout, by the way. I quite like it. But
it's quite comfortable, better than like the sofa.
The sofa, yeah.
But I do feel like if we have a conversation, we're literally turning our head to talk.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm quite comfortable just doing this. You're sat very upright.
I know. I don't know why.
Just relax.
I've got a stain. I found that out this morning. I must have done that one right.
Better than this stain.
Love you too.
You need to talk into the microphone, remember?
Fully, no, because I have to be that close. But if I'm like this close, it's not picking up at all.
Talk directly into the end.
No, it's not working.
It is working.
It's not.
You can see it.
Look, it's not fully working though. It's so bloody small.
You're just an awful lot quieter than I am.
Yours is quite small though as well.
Yeah, in places it's fine. It's for dynamic range. I can sort that out with compression.
Okay.
Sophie's still learning the how audio works, which is a failing on my part because.
No, because this is just not casual or like anything. It's like I'm singing. This is like we're having a nice conversation and.
Yeah, that's fine. I suppose you can do that.
But if you can't hear me. Anyway. Let's talk about your YouTube. You said you had 1.25 million views.
Yeah. In 28 days.
In 28 days. And you've had... Oh my God, what was the number?
11,500 subscribers.
No, the other views yesterday.
Yesterday, 150,000.
Yeah, that's one.
Well, 149,600 and something, but I'm calling it 150. What's 400 among friends? Yeah, no, so it's going very well. And that's mostly across shorts, but I've also started doing a long form video per day at the moment. I've got a really good edit I'm working on today, which I'm excited about, which is 50 tips. You probably will have already seen the video by the time this podcast is out. Yeah, 50 tips for just starting out YouTube. I feel like I've got 25,000. I feel like people might listen to me a little more.
Yeah, maybe.
Potentially slightly more authority and social proof, which is cool. But yeah, very excited about all of that. And the thing is about hitting 25,000 subs is that was my goal, obviously, for September.
Yeah.
I reset my goal every September. And now I don't know what to do because I've hit it in, what are we, May? Early May? It's the 8th of May today, is it?
Yeah, we are. Actually.
And yeah, so goals for the rest of the year. Everything's a bonus now. I know in my head I was thinking, because I started this setting goal thing back in 2023. When I was in 2023 in September, I set my goal to go from 2,500 subscribers up to 10,000, and that was just a stupid. Do you remember me telling you it for the first time? It's like, there's no way you're going to hit that. It was like, you were lovely and supportive, to be fair. You were like, oh yeah, that's lovely, Will.
I didn't want you to be like fully heartbroken that if you don't get the goal,
yeah,
you'd be disappointed. But then I don't know how your way of thinking is. Like, when I get a goal, if I don't reach the goal at a certain time, I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't great, was it?
No, I'm very goal oriented.
Have you scribbled out all my hard work?
Yes, I took a picture of it first though. We've got a whiteboard which advertises my live streams, or it does now, and it used to say subscribe for cool vibes. But I took a picture of it and uploaded that at the same time as I did that, so that's fine.
Yeah, but you have that in the background now and not the amazing writing.
It's true.
It's not bad though, actually.
And what else? What were we talking about?
Your YouTube and your goals and
goals, yeah. So
I was supportive, but
you were very supportive, but there's obviously always the thing of if somebody says, "Oh, I'm going to be the next big YouTuber. I'm going to be the next bit." It's like there's always like, "Yeah, all right," you know.
Yeah.
And there's only a few of us, to be fair, that like break through that. And I feel like 25,000, you start to get a bit more respect. Maybe you caught the way to 100,000.
Yeah, that's what I said to you yesterday, wasn't it? I'm not really sure because like the amount of people that I've watched in the past however many years I've been alive and decided to watch YouTube, a lot of people they started at such a young age, as in the sense of like, yeah, we're 23 and 24, forgot our ages then, but like, for argument's sake, Saffron Barker is one that's just popped into my head. I watched her when I was maybe 18, I think, if I remember rightly, maybe a bit older. But now she has loads of people, and like Anastasia, but they were younger and they did it at such a good prime time where people wanted a day in the life. And
2016.
Yeah,
Roman Atwood and Alfie Deyes and Zoella, Joe Sugg.
Yeah, because
they
had such a good time. They had the day in the life. People were interested. People wanted to be there and watch what they were doing. And like now, I feel like
vlogs these days are hard.
Yeah, and I do feel like people do watch YouTube, but they watch it in a different way.
It's
like
more nostalgic.
More
I feel like it's shorts, but it's also, or if you're watching something long form, it's because you've watched them forever.
Yeah, like the only people I watch is Sam and Kobe.
Which you've watched forever.
Yeah, I don't watch Saffron Barker or Anastasia or Alfie Deyes just because.
Or even Roman Atwood anymore.
No, because it was back in the day where it was like that was interesting, and now that's not. I don't know what they do nowadays, actually, to be fair. I do think they still do like Day in My Life because that is something they've been able to work to. But also, we've grown up. They've grown up. They have a different style of life. Like Zoe and Alfie have kids. So yeah, it's just all changed, and I think it's quite a lot harder now. And especially you being a musician, you weren't just a YouTuber that was just grabbing their phone out and going, "Well, guys, today," you know, like you get it out to do guitar, and you go to gigs, and like some people might find, oh, you're going to a gig is boring, but to some people it really might be
new and exciting.
Yeah, like they'll be like, oh, this is how you get a gig. But yeah, I don't know really. I don't know. I think YouTube is quite hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's definitely a learning curve. Learning, because I think understanding how YouTube works is actually really simple. I can tell everyone now. It's all to do with watch time, and that's it. If people watch all the way through, and if it's long form, if you've got a high click through rate, meaning sort of anything above 10%. Ideally above 15%, and you've got good watch time, which is above 50%, then your video will do well. Like if you're like most people, like my click-through rate on my main channel is what on average, maybe 2.5%. It's terrible, which is why my long form really doesn't perform very well. And my watch time on it is like 20% if I'm lucky. So it's like I'm terrible at long form content.
But might not be the terrible thing. Like people do just watch shorts. People
well, there's that as well, but this is of the people that click. So it's something that I've definitely got to work on. But for shorts, the reason why my channel started to grow rapidly is because I know how to get people's attention on shorts now, because I've spent so much more time doing it. I've done over 500 shorts, like recently, so I've remembered everything. But I know how to get people's attention. My recent videos have had like 100% watch time on average across over 100,000 people per video. It's like, it's crazy the amount of support you can get once you've got.
And that's when your subscribers have gone up and now watching more of your lives.
Well, that's it as well. So then live streams are the number one way to to get subscribers in my mind, unless you have video after video after video pop off. Live streams, but not only is it subscribers, it's building up an audience that gets to know you and your personality. Like, I think when we've got 50 subscribers, we could do these podcasts live.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that, because then we could interact with the chat a little bit as well.
Yeah, they'll give us questions we can answer.
Exactly.
And do.
So I think that's something definitely to look forward to, but it's learning all of that about YouTube. But it's one thing to know that, and it's another thing to actually be able to do it. So I've known it's all about watch time for 3 years. It's only recently I've been able to get it good enough to where things are really popping. Other things are like learning about lighting and all of that. Like the lighting for this video, in my opinion, isn't good enough. I should have taken an extra 20 minutes just to set up some lights, but I'm lazy.
Oh yeah, you're meant to put on studio light.
I was. Yeah, whoops, never mind. So, yeah, I think that's enough about my YouTube channel. Let's talk about you and your life. What's been going on with you? Before we move on, guys, if you could subscribe, it would really help out. We're pushing really close to 20 subscribers, and we'd love to hit that. We're working towards getting 1,000 by the end of the year. So if you can help out, that would be absolutely amazing. Anyway, back to the video.
When did we last do a podcast?
Ages ago. I think it was just after Gran Canaria.
Was it? Gran Canaria? Mallorca?
Mallorca, maybe. No, I think we're planning to go to Mallorca. I don't think we've been yet.
Oh, so I have got a promotion in my job.
Yay! King of the turds.
I got the job in December, or was it November, December? It took a while for us to get into the job.
You got it in the end of November.
Yeah, and then
it
I
started in 1st of January.
January.
Or early January.
So I've been doing that for 5 months.
What's that been like for you?
It's not been much different.
Do you feel there's a greater weight on your shoulders, or is it just the same?
It just feels the same. I think if the changes appear and happen with when we have the meeting tomorrow, then I think there'll be a lot more on my shoulders, but I am only supporting one child.
Nice.
But over time it might be more. But yeah, it's not that hard. It was more the fear of being the manager.
And like doing shift leading.
Yeah, once the manager leaves, so we have like 2 managers, and once they leave at 5 p.m. or they might stay on later, you are the management, whether you like it or not. And that's terrifying. And like on the weekend they don't come into work, so when you shift lead, you are the management. You obviously have the manager's number and contact details if something happens, but you are technically running the place. And it was scary when I first did my first one. But I think I've gained a lot of confidence, and where we've had a lot of new staff come in, they've looked to me as, you're a senior now, not you're at my level.
So you get a different level of respect.
Yeah. So like everyone else that was previously there and known that I was used to be at their level, not level, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, no, level's right. Yeah.
So I was at their level and I've gone up. They've kind of treated me like I'm still at their level, and not understanding I've gone up and I'm a bit more bossy. As in like bossy. Management and like I'm taking the role, the lead, and doing all of that. And I think that's where some people struggle. I would struggle, I think. I haven't had anyone go up a level since I've started, and unless it was like me and Tabby. But other than that, no, it's not that much different. Also, outside of work, haven't really been doing much. Sorry to interrupt, but like and subscribe. We want more subscribers. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Yes.
And that would be amazing.
It would be.
So please subscribe and like this video. Yeah, I've been going to the gym.
You're doing gym?
We stopped running, and then we did a run on Monday.
How did you find that?
Well, when my asthma has been so bad, I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Right.
But actually, I didn't feel so dead after the 22 minutes we were running.
22 minutes is, after not running for months,
it
22 minutes is a long time
like,
to run.
I want to run longer, and I know that obviously like we can run longer. But I think also needing to build back up the running muscles. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, I think it's just stamina.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to build stamina and know that you're actually out of breath because you're out of breath, or if you're out of breath because of asthma. It's very difficult to know the difference.
It is, because like I could be sitting here, I have got my asthma pump behind me just in case, but I could be sitting here and I'm out of breath, and like not out of breath as in like I've just walked up some stairs. I just can't take a deep breath in. I don't know how to explain it until someone actually knows what asthma is like, really. It's just wheezy, like you're not having enough air going into your lungs.
The way I imagine it, I don't have asthma, so I have to try and equate it to something else. But the way I think about it is, if I have just run 5k in half an hour, how I would feel afterwards trying to get air.
You know, when you've done your
that's
run.
your baseline, and then you try to run a 5k on top of that.
Yeah, because I'm quite stubborn, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just take a deep few breaths, and I'll be fine. But no, that doesn't appear to be that situation. You do have to take your pump so you can breathe. Like sometimes it's like a sigh of relief because it's so tight around your ribs. Like it feels like your lungs are expanding and your ribs are just going out with it.
Yeah. Or they're stopping your lungs expanding.
Yeah, and it becomes quite painful. And like this morning I was like, I need my pump, but I need to leave first. And so once I got in the car and drove off, and I knew I was on my way to work and nothing's bad's going to happen because I'm only coming out the bottom of the road, it was fine. Like I just was like, oh, 2 puffs, and the sigh of relief when my lungs just felt at ease. It was so nice. But like when we were running the other day, I didn't feel like I needed my pump. I did do 2 puffs just to like, because I think I was breathing too quickly and wasn't taking in enough air. Like I was like like that, and that was like my run, and I was like, that's not like a good enough. So just add some steroids into my lungs, that would help. But when we finished the run, I didn't feel like it took long to recover. We got in the car.
Yeah, and we were pretty much recovered by then.
And we were recovered. But when I ran around the garden yesterday for one of the children to get in the bath, and I had to film on his iPad, and an iPad is humongous. I went, I'll film on my phone, so the video gets deleted. No, he wanted me to run around with the iPad, and I felt so dead after that run. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, you're not in the bath yet. And I've just done a 36-minute run around the garden. He was like, you didn't run around the whole garden. I said, I did. I thought it was bigger than actually when I ran it, but it wasn't that big. But I felt more dead then than when I did. But it was all like, you're holding an iPad, you're focusing on not twisting your ankle on the grass. You've got hills to go up and they're quite steep. And I got to like the end of the grass and I was like, I can't. And I just had to walk up. And then there's another hill to keep walking up to get to his house. And I was like, my God, I'm so dead. Like, catch your breath before you walk in maybe. But no, it took a bit too long. But I didn't feel that bad. But I am enjoying the gym.
Yeah, so we were going to train for High Rocks, weren't we?
We were.
And then High Rocks came around and we realised we're still very unfit.
I think from, like, when we said we were training for High Rocks, I think it was where my hours weren't so crazy. Whereas I'm literally, like, this week, I worked Monday afternoon. I was off Tuesday. I was in yesterday from 7 till 9:15pm. And then today, I was in the morning shift. And then tomorrow, I'm in the afternoon. So, like, that's a lot of hours. Like, that's 28, 38, 36 hours in 3 days. Like, that's a lot.
And then you've got to spend the next 2 days sleeping just to catch up.
Yeah.
Get back to baseline, and then it's straight back into it for more destruction.
Yeah. Was it 36 hours? It's 36 hours in 3 days, and then add another 8. 46, 44 hours all this week, and 1 day off. Like, within, like, time of the hours. So it got a bit too much, and I was like, I really want to train for High Rocks, but when you're tired, your body's not feeling it. And
yeah, your body's spending so much time on recovery anyway for just the tiredness of working all week, and whenever you're feeling lethargic, it's not a good time to go and work out, because you're not going to be able to give the workout 100% anyway.
No.
Obviously working out is better than not working out.
I made the effort to go.
At
the end of the day, like, some people don't make the effort, they just stay at home.
Hardest bit's getting in the gym.
Yeah.
Because for that to happen, you've got to have got changed, gone down the stairs, gone.
Even now, I know we're going after this.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the energy, but I need to go.
Let us know, by the way, if you want to see us do a workout video.
Oh,
we could film in the gym.
Social anxiety.
No, it'd be fine.
I hate when people, like, do you know when you go in the gym?
I'm a big enough YouTuber now to where I can be an embarrassment and then, like, it's justified.
No. When you're watching the people, there's this one YouTuber that I watch on Shorts, and I can't remember her name, but she's really like she's a really good YouTuber in
Demi
the sense
Bagby?
of. No, she's blonde.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember her name, but she's really, really good. And like she goes, "Oh, this is like gym anxiety or something." Or she's done videos in the past, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like I get that." And then she's like, "Oh, I met this strange girl in the gym." Like it might not have been true, it might have been false, but like with the reaction she was going, like it's like she never knew this person, and like she was having a conversation with her, and then was like did a little workout, or like you go to the gym on your own, and like. In the past, I had gone to the gym on my own and I'd just do the workout on my own. I did not have the guts to ask someone to spot me or help me move the weights or anything, because it's kind of scary to go up to to the old gym that I used to go to. They're all big and scary, and I'm small and fat. I don't want to go up to a man and go, "Can you just spot me for like 5 minutes?" Thanks. Because that's scary.
Hiya, how are you? Fine, how are you? Yeah, good, thank you. I'm actually recording a podcast at the moment.
Oh, are you? Sorry. Do you want me to speak to you later?
Yeah, I'll call you back afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, love you. Bye. That was my girlfriend. No, it's my dad.
It was his girlfriend.
He calls me every evening.
He does actually. It's really cute.
Yeah, it caps off my day nicely. It's a timestamp. I can't function without a call at the end of the day.
ADHD.
They won't have heard that.
ADHD.
Yeah, they did hear that one. I don't have ADHD.
You like a routine.
No, I watched a comedy sketch about this. There's this guy who's like, I've got this friend, and whenever she tells me a story, I just always get distracted. She's like, "Oh, you must have ADHD," and she carries on talking about the story, and she says, "Oh, you've got ADHD. I think you've got ADHD." And he said, "Let's just analyse that for a second. It's quite an arrogant thing for somebody who's not a doctor to say, because if you're not a doctor, what you're basically saying is, I think that the only way you can't be interested in my story is if you've got a psychological medical condition, not maybe you should just analyse your storytelling and see if you're bad at storytelling."
But can I add to you? Do you want your tea?
Yeah, go on.
Can I add to you? Right.
Add to me.
I say add to that. Sorry, not add to you. That actually, I only say you have ADHD by not listening to my conversation, by watching you at your desk doing 500 different tasks at once. That's not me telling a story.
That's optimal workflow.
No, that's stressful.
I can concentrate on 150.
do that myself, to be fair.
I can do 150 things at once.
I do it to myself, and then I'm like,
But
what was I doing at the start?
But I don't finish any of them.
ADHD. You listen to my stories, you take it in now, and then it's just you are like, I don't know how to explain. There's so many things that you've done in the past. I wish I could have a camera just in the room every time.
If only you vlogged.
If someone could just watch you and they would see what I mean. Like, you're cooking dinner and then you come in and you're like, "Oh yeah, I should have some potatoes on, but you know what? They've burnt on the bottom and the water's empty."
I did almost burn down the house a couple of times with the microwave.
Sorry?
I put my microwave meal in. I think I've told you this before. I put a microwave meal in. It said, 7.5 minutes or something. So I put it in for 7.5 minutes. And then came in here and decided to do some work. I think I was mixing a song or something. And like I was listening out for the microwave and it was still on. Like I was waiting for it to ping. Right, 7.5 minutes. That's all it was. So I thought, I'll come in. That's long enough for me to sit down and do a little bit of vocal editing or something. And then I'll just go in and get it when it pings. I was vocal editing. So this is without my headphones on. This is just listening through the speakers. And I was doing more. I just did lots of vocal editing. And then I was like, it's got to have been 7.5 minutes by now. So I went in and the thing had reset and it had counted down from an hour down to 45 minutes. So it had done 22 minutes in the mic. So I had to bin it. But it smelt lovely. Luckily you didn't come home for another 5 hours, so I was able to air it out. But yeah, it was a stupid microwave. We've got a new one now. I don't even know how I did it, but
I don't know how to use microwaves. I don't use them.
no, you do cooking from scratch.
Press
You've got so much time. How do you have time to cook? And that's why I want to thank the sponsor of this podcast, Huel. No, I'm joking. We're not. I was, but we're not.
That's not revived.
I've barely got any Huel left. I've got a little bit, and I'm giving it all away. Make sure you sign up to the link in the description. I'll give you free Huel. I am. Anyone who signs up to the email list, I'm just giving them the next 4 people.
3.
4.
What about Amy?
She didn't want it.
Oh, did she not?
Yeah.
No, but the you say you don't have time.
Don't have time.
But I have a routine. So obviously at work, I wake up at 5:55 now because I need to wake up a bit earlier.
Didn't wake up at 5:55 this morning.
My alarm went off, so I was awake. I saw you had your phone, and I was like, I'm not going to talk to you right now because I kind of want to have.
I was up at 4:30 this morning, just for context, everyone. Working.
Yeah, he was. Because it annoys me because he woke me up by closing on the window, and I was like,
could you complain it's cold if the window's open? So I thought, as I'm up, I might as well shut the window for you.
What time was that? Because I checked the phone and I can't remember what time it was.
I got up to go to the loo at 4:30. Couldn't get back to sleep.
When did you close the window?
When I got back from the loo, so maybe 4:34.
So I was thinking to myself, I've only got this amount of time to sleep. However long. And I was like,
almost went to the gym.
Did you actually?
I almost went to the gym. I was like, you wouldn't be happy if I did that. I don't know why though. The thing is, you'd have no context. You'd just hear the front door shut and think, Will's abandoned me.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm not a deep sleeper, and when it's coming closer to my alarm, I do wake up before my alarm.
Especially now it's getting daylight earlier as well.
And I do wake up before my alarm sometimes, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep the alarm on because I might just go back to sleep for 10 minutes. But I heard his phone go off on his shorts or whatever he was watching. It was like a podcast or something. There was these men talking, and I was like, do you really have to? Like, I'm waking up in 10 minutes. Be considerate.
Well, I did have to turn it up because you kept turning over and rustling, so I kept having to skip backwards.
Wear headphones.
I don't have any headphones.
Buy some.
I need to buy some. That's thank you to the sponsor of this podcast, MPOW from Amazon. That didn't make my headphones that I like to use. I've bought like 6 pairs of their headphones. No, we're not sponsored. Not yet. We will be one day. Watch us be on 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Do you want to do that?
What is a month? May.
We'll do 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I don't know how many we're on now. 23?
I don't know. Should I tell you?
Yeah. Let's have a look. While she's doing that, have you got it? Are you signed in? Are you?
Oh, I'm in yours though.
How am I doing? What am I on?
25,000.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. 8.3% click-through rate. Let's go. Oh, my latest video. I did a breakdown, so I got 1.1 million views in 28 days. Did a breakdown on exactly how much I made from it. The video's doing well. Thank you so much, everyone.
17 subscribers.
17. Okay, yeah, cool. So,
but
our shorts are popping off. Okay,
our
cool.
shorts are the first 209 days. 654. Is that the most?
How many views has the channel had? If you go in views,
we've had 44 views.
And click on that. And then click, scroll along the top.
44 views in 28 days.
In the last 28 days. Scroll along the top, all the way to lifetime. There you go. Go on lifetime. We've had 7,325 views. So we're going to push that up. That'll be over 150,000 in the next couple of months. And yeah, I'm going to show everyone that I know how to grow a YouTube channel. From scratch. Again, in 2025. By the end of 2025, we will have 1,000 subs. I promise. Okay.
See, like,
that's my side quest.
It makes me look like you say these things and you say these goals, and it makes me look dead inside. And actually, no, I am excited, but I'm just not one of those that show excitement.
You've got to.
But like, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Like 1,000 subs by the end of 2025, cool.
But that, imagine someone told 500 of them would be yours.
If you told me, like, this is really bad because this is linked to work. Tell me one of the kids have achieved one of their goals. So say, for argument's sake, like today I took one of the children to a hospital appointment and they got out of the car. I was like, woohoo, you got out of the car. You tell me we're going to get 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I'm like, okay. Like, it's different.
Then we get paid.
I already get paid.
No, but we'll get paid from YouTube. You won't have to work all the stupid hours.
I still want to do the stupid hours.
It's a good point.
I'd get bored.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
No, we'd just work harder at this.
I
You'd
got-
have to learn video editing.
No. I can't do laptops.
So,
Get stressed.
so the first thing we're buying out of this channel's money is an editor, is it?
No, you're the editor.
Can't do everything. You know, I'm doing like 55 hours a week at the moment of video editing. In addition,
Sorry?
yeah. In addition to all the filming and all the recording, and that's not even audio editing. That's just video editing that I'm doing.
Mm.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. No things given.
I'm joking. Well done.
Um,
Congratulations on your 55-hour editing a week. That's like 10 hours for like Monday to Friday.
I don't work Monday to Friday. I work Monday to Sunday.
No, but think about it. Like if you wanted to have your weekends off because you do gigs,
No,
it's your Monday to Friday.
I can't.
It's 10 hours. That would be lush, and have Saturday and Sunday off.
Yeah, but that's, as I said,
But-
I've got filming on top of that. And I've got recording the
Yes, but
songs
there's
on top of that.
24 hours in the day, so you have 14 other hours. You know, a whole shift of mine to film, and also cook yourself
What about sleep?
dinner.
Got to sleep for 9 of them.
You don't sleep for 9 hours.
No, I wish I could.
I don't know why you're waking up so early either. It's stressing me
It's
out.
good though.
Not at 4:30 in the morning.
Give me a jump on the day. If I'd gone to the gym this morning, I'd be so prepared.
No, you'd be going to the gym later as well.
Oh no, I'd be in really good shape.
Would you?
Going twice a day, every day.
I don't think I could ever. I used to wake up at 4:30 and then last, or fall asleep at 4:30 and last for a 2-hour nap, and then last the whole day. But I don't think I could do that anymore.
I quite like waking up early.
No.
I'd love to go for a sunrise walk. I might do that for a video.
I would like
Should we
to
do it on
that.
Saturday?
No!
But you're only working till 9:15 on Friday, so you've got from 10:30 till 4. So what's that? 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. That's 6 hours sleep. That's all right.
That's not enough.
6 hours sleep. Go
Think
and
about
watch
it.
the sunrise.
I go to sleep.
Be a lovely little
I
date.
go to sleep
Date morning. We'll do it.
asleep at
Sleep.
either 10:30 or 11. And even if I fall asleep at 12 p.m. and I wake up at 6 a.m., I hate it. I am shattered. I am done already for
Don't
the
you
day.
get
that I've
excited
just
waking up
woken
really early in the morning?
No!
Oh, when I used to work at Sainsbury's, I used to wake up at like stupid o'clock and
No.
just used to force myself to get up and go.
No.
I love it.
I hate it.
Jumps your body.
Not when it's your 3rd day in the row. And now you want me to do it on my 4th day in the row. Not happening.
What about Sunday morning?
No, I just want these two. Because then Monday morning, I've got to wake up early and do a whole day at work.
Well,
and
no,
then
but that would feel
Tuesday.
like a lay-in after waking up at 4:30.
You're horrible.
Actually, it would have to be earlier because where I want to go, we'd have to drive. So probably wake up at 4:45.
And then we've got you a gig on Sunday. No.
No. Okay.
No.
Dad's not going to my gig, by the way. Have I told you?
Yes.
Yeah. But I've got to go and pick up my mail from his
Where is he anyway?
London
Oh,
with
what, this
with his
weekend?
squeeze.
With a squeeze.
So yeah, if you want, give us some topics to talk about. If you've got any questions for us, let us know if you are from the Will Taylor channel or if you're new.
Oh yeah. I thought you said the Wilfie channel.
And yeah, this is the Wilfie channel.
It is.
And should we end it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and I'll catch you later.
Bye.